Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. The occasion for today's video, as you saw by the title, is that I have an audition with Universal Studios Orlando today. It is February 16th and it's about 2 o'clock. My audition is at 5:30, which sounds late in the day, and it is, but I've been kind of a vampire lately. I went to sleep at 7 in the morning today and I woke up for this, so I'm a little tired, but I'm excited to audition for Universal Studios. I think this is an awesome job. I'm auditioning for 3 different positions. They're all different but like a little similar, and I don't really want to get into the details of what exactly this audition is because, knock on wood, I hope I end up working there. But this video is just going to be a kind of get ready with me for the audition. I'll take you guys along on the way over there, and I'll probably talk about how it went after it's over. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I hope you stick around with me and let's get ready for the day. First thing I'm going to do is make some coffee because I am so sleepy. This is going to take a while to make because the coffee I do have right now is frozen. While I finished sipping my coffee, I figured I would do a little more research about Universal, about the audition, and while I'm doing that, I figured I might as well put on some Universal media. So today's movie is I am watching the first Kung Fu Panda, a classic.
About running away and learning how to make tofu.
So why didn't you?
Oh, because it was a stupid dream. Can you imagine me making tofu?
Okay, it's officially time to start getting ready, so I'm about to take a shower. I wanted to show you guys my awkward little camera setup. So it's still broken and I had to hot glue it, and I can't show you at the bottom obviously. Anyway, but yeah, it's still broken. It's stuck in this position, but it's time to finish getting ready for my Universal audition. Okay, I'm showered, fresh and clean. Now I have to do part 1 of my hair routine. It's time to detangle. It's not that bad today. I did a lot of it last night specifically for this reason because I hate detangling my hair. It takes forever, it hurts. I'm glad it's not awful today. So while I'm doing this, let me tell you a little more about the actual audition. So since I've been living in Orlando, I really wanted to get into like theme park entertainment, and so I've been checking just all of the local theme parks for auditions and just jobs in general. And so one day I was on the Universal website and I saw an audition for these 3 different types of positions that I'm applying for. And it said basically you had to submit a resume, a headshot, and the main thing was that you had to make a little video to submit to them as well. So the video, it wasn't anything super complicated. It was just like slate your name, do like a 360 turn. You talk about your favorite memory in theme park entertainment or like interacting with theme park entertainment, and then you're supposed to kind of showcase your pantomime type skills, and you're supposed to showcase if you can dance any bit at all. And so I submitted that video last week, and it was about a week later that I got the email for this callback. I was really nervous about the video. Me and my sister just made up a dance. Like, I was just FaceTiming her and I was like, Lauren, what are some dance moves I can do? And I just like freestyled basically a little dance for the audition video. The video is technically on my YouTube channel. It's just like private or unlisted or something. So I'm not gonna put it in the video just for the sake of like, I don't know if I'm supposed to make that public or whatever. There's a lot of secrecy when it comes to theme park entertainment, so sorry if this video is like vague and like you're like, what is she talking about? That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Everything is hush hush. But the vaguest description of what these auditions are for is that I am auditioning for parades, for shows, and for classic theme park entertainment interactions. I think that covers my bases. For this audition that I'm going to, it says either wear shorts and a t-shirt or dance wear to allow for movement. So for pants, I'm sticking with my classic racing tights. They're reliable, I trust them, maybe they're good luck. And these are our options for shirts. So this is option 1 of a t-shirt. When I go to auditions, I like to wear something bright and colorful so that the casting directors can be like, oh, look at that girl in the pink shirt or whatever. So this doesn't really fit that bill, but I like that it's long sleeve. I don't think I'm gonna go with it, but it makes me feel comfortable. And then this one I feel like is the most like technically appropriate for an audition. Like it's solid colored tank top. You can see what I'm doing. You can't tell, but if I lift my arms, you can't see my stomach. That's something I get self-conscious about during auditions, but this is technically appropriate, but I don't know why. I feel like this one is calling my name. Yeah, so this one, I feel like it has personality. The worst part about, like, if it weren't for these strings, I would absolutely wear this shirt. I kind of want to cut them off because I hate them regardless. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with the pink one. Okay. Put on my deodorant. Now it's time for some perfume now that I'm dressed. Oh, this squirt bottle is broken. Pat, 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 pat. We got some technically hand cream, but I like using it because it smells good as just general lotion. Now let's do something to my hair. So for my hair, I'm gonna keep it real simple. We're just gonna do a basic little perky ponytail, and that's it. So I do feel nervous about this audition. I haven't auditioned for anything in over a year, I guess, technically. At least not like an in-person audition. The last time I had an audition like this was for my college program in 2020, and that went well. I mean, I don't know, I've been to multiple of these kinds of auditions before, and like most of them have gotten me a job, but I don't know. I just know so little about Universal Studios entertainment, like Disney entertainment. I've probably watched every audition video that is on YouTube about someone going to a Disney audition, and probably multiple times, but Universal, there's not a ton of stuff. I was watching Jess Medley's videos last night, but I don't know. I don't know what to expect really. They sent me an email talking about kind of what today was gonna be. So they said that I was gonna be doing stuff similar to what I submitted for my audition video. So the two things that they said I was gonna be doing was, one, I'm gonna be showing them kind of my actor-y skills, and the other one is gonna be I'm gonna be learning a dance. I'm definitely not a dancer per se, but you know, I did like show choir and stuff in high school, and I don't know, I can keep up. Definitely am not like flexible or, you know, skilled or been doing it long enough to actually call myself a dancer. The actory section, I do feel a little nervous about it. With these auditions, it can be anything. Like there's really kind of no telling what it's gonna end up looking like. But there's just so much at Universal. That's kind of like one thing that's different about it, and what makes me a little more nervous than at Disney is that Disney, obviously everything there is Disney, and I'm kind of an expert on Disney movies, but Universal, there's just so much stuff. Like there's so many different studios and different properties, and it's just so many different things that this audition can be that I just don't really know what to expect. This is not my best ponytail, but I think it will do. It's so to the side. I'm not gonna fix it, but like, it looks a little goofy. I just feel so nervous about how in the dark I am about what to expect. Like, honestly, I couldn't even tell you like what my dream role at Universal would be. I would love to work in Islands of Adventure. That's my favorite park to go to as a guest. But outside of that, who knows? Okay, next thing we gotta do is my makeup. I feel like I look like a child between the hot pink and this little side ponytail I got going on, so I'm gonna go a little heavier than I would for a regular audition, just because I look so young right now. That's not a bad thing. Shout out to my jeans, but like, ooh. Should I pretend to be a beauty guru? We're gonna start off with our primer. Ooh, ah. It just goes on so creamy, and the finish is just to die for. I kid. Normally for this kind of audition, I wouldn't wear makeup, really. Like, there's a chance that I could be putting on a costume. It's not a high chance, but if I was to put on a costume, normally you wouldn't want to wear like heavy makeup because like you wouldn't want it to smudge on it, or you'd hate to start like sweating or something and it all like starts dripping. So normally I would probably just stick with like brows and mascara, and that would pretty much be it. But today we're gonna kinda not heavy, I don't know how to describe what I'm about to do. I guess just like a natural look, because again, small chance, very small, that I could be putting on a costume today, and I don't want to have an awkward situation where I ruin a costume before I even get hired. And I like to give my foundation plenty of time to set, so we're gonna go with some e.l.f. powder. This is what the beauty gurus do, right? Yeah, I look so professional right now. Boom. I should just show up like this to love it. I told you guys I was feeling a little sleepy, so why don't we use some daily dose of energy. This looks so dirty. It's just my foundation. I just have it loose in a bag and it squirts everywhere. But we're gonna use the Daily Dose of Energy Essence palette. Then we're gonna take the Naked Urban Decay Heat palette, and let's use a little dirty talk. Let's knock some of this excess powder off my face. As you can see, this is my favorite eyeliner, as the label has completely rubbed off. But we're just gonna do a simple, I'm not even gonna do a wing. We're gonna keep it very simple. Forgive my language, but I like to use the Darn Girl mascara from Too Faced. Are we good with that? I think we're good with that. Now we do a little contour from this eyeshadow palette. This is actually eyeshadow, but they'll never know. From the same palette, this obnoxiously orange is gonna be my blush. And back to the energy palette, this middle gold is gonna be my highlight. And a little whoop underneath and a whoop underneath. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to do my brows. Oh, so let me tell you. So when I used to work at Six Flags doing a job very similar to this, my manager told me legend of a physical fitness assessment that happens when you work in Orlando theme parks. And I had never heard of such a thing. Six Flags didn't implement such a test, but I looked on the Universal Audition website, and apparently it very much is a real thing. There is a physical fitness assessment, and honestly that is the second most high-ranking reason why I'm nervous about this. Entertainment fitness test. This is on the audition website. It says there's a walk test with like lunges and arm extensions and planks and wall sits, and most of that I'm chilling. But push-ups? Ooh-wee. I'm fine with core stuff. I'm fine with leg stuff, you know, whatever, but I am such a weakling in the arms. I don't know if I can do one push-up, if I'm being quite honest with you. And that's a little sad. It's a little pathetic, dangerous, alarming, but like, oops. So I'm really hoping that they do not test me on physical fitness today, because I will embarrass myself and my country. Okay, I think we are good. Yeah, I'll blend a little more on this side. I think we are mostly good with makeup. It's about 3:30, so I'm gonna have to start putting a move on it. But shoes, I'm gonna wear these nice and broken in Nikes from high school. Even though I've been at my new place for like a while, everything is still packed up in boxes, so I don't know where any of my go-to athletic shoes are. Whoops. These feel okay. Then we gotta put some earrings in. We're going super basic. I just need something in my ear. I feel naked without earrings. So we're going with these, not really matching anything red hearts, just cause they were closest to me. Wow. It's about 3:40-ish, and I wanna leave by 4:20, so we're not doing awful, but it's time to pack my audition bag. So number one, I wouldn't be my father's daughter if I didn't bring a jacket to this affair. Anytime I wear like foundation and all the works with my makeup, I like to always bring my setting powder because you never know. Then all the essentials, wallet, keys, AirPods, a journal and a pencil. If my printer was operational, I would bring a copy of my headshot and resume, but they are not. But ideally, I would bring that with me too, alas. I'm about to make some lunch and I'm gonna be eating in the car, so I will bring with me toothpaste, toothbrush. Also, I am both about to put on a mask as well as eat, but to give you the effect of what my lip gloss would look like if it was on, hot pink lip gloss, match a hot pink shirt.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
This is about to look really awkward, but in case you wanted the full effect of what the audition look is, we got, woo, wow. Look at her go.
Now it's lunchtime.
So I'm about to make my lunch for the day, but I wanted to show you guys what my mom sent me. This whole smorgasbord of vegan food. My mom, she's all about stocking up on vegan staples and not like buying fast food all the time. So she got me my own vegan staple load. Thanks, Mom. But speaking of cooking my own meals, today we are having a falafel sandwich. Okay, finally headed out to the audition. I got my Peter Pocket. We're gonna have a caramel apple energy drink on the way, but I'll talk to y'all later in the car. Okay, we are officially on the way. GPS says we'll be there at 5:03, and the audition's not till 5:30, so I'm doing pretty good. But I was rushing to make the sandwich. It's not the sexiest sandwich I've ever made, but I have 30 minutes in the car, so I have time to take a deep breath and chill and get in my zone before the audition. Now that the lighting's a little better, here's what the falafel sandwich turned out to be. Again, not the sexiest sandwich I've ever made, but I'm sure gonna eat it, and it's gonna taste good regardless. Verdict's out, the sandwich is delicious. So to get in the headspace, I think I'm gonna listen to my non-Disney playlist of all my favorite not Disney movie songs. Y'all don't know about this one. This is my jam right here. And don't you know, I'm still standing better than I ever did. I'm looking like a true survivor. I'm feeling like a little kid. Goofy, 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 goofy. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I. Another underrated song. R.I.P. to Blue Sky. Let me take you to Rio, Rio. Fly over the ocean like an eagle, eagle. A classic. An absolute classic. This is what I did my audition dance to, if you're wondering. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. We like to move it. Okay, I am in the parking lot. I don't know if I said it before, but this audition is, I guess, in the Human Resource Building, and I just got here. It's 5:09, and they said they wanted you to be there 15 minutes early, so I probably will head in just a couple minutes. Keep sipping on my energy drink. It's caramel apple. I probably said that, but I didn't get through a ton of it, but I have a couple more snacks to eat. I'll sip a little more of my drink, but for the most part, I guess I'll see you guys on the other side. I will tell you how it went, so stay tuned. Wish me luck. It's supposed to be an hour and some change. It said it goes until 6:45, I think, so that's a pretty quick audition, like an hour, 15 minutes. It's gonna be great. I will see you guys on the other side. Ding!
Later that same evening.
Okay, audition over. So it is 8:43. My audition was supposed to start at 5:30 p.m. It didn't end up starting until like 6:20, and it didn't end until 7:48. So it's much later than I anticipated. It's all good. I don't have an exact number, but if I was to guess, I want to say there was probably like 40 people that were in like my 5:30 audition session, and then there was a group before us. I'll assume there was 40 with them, and there was a group after us. I'll say there was 40 with them, so there's probably over 100, maybe 200 people trying out for this particular set of positions. But what ended up happening is once we got into the room, the first thing they did, like immediately, like no time flat, they immediately started teaching us this dance. It was to MKO Classic, and it wasn't super long, and it wasn't like crazy complicated or anything. It was much more of a hip-hop contemporary, I don't know the dance words, kind of one of those things type deal. So we learned it, and I didn't have a watch or anything, so I couldn't tell you how long, but we ran it quite a few times, and we broke up into groups and let this group do it, that group do it. But when it was time to actually perform, we went up to, there was 5 people watching us, and we went up and in groups of 4, and you did the dance twice, switch lines, like 2 in the front, 2 in the back, windows, you know, windows. And then afterwards you did your acting portion, and I won't talk too much about that, but it was probably like 30 to 45 seconds of you doing your thing, expressing your creativity however you saw fit, and that was pretty much it. After that, they took our heights and they measured me at 5'2" and 5'2" 3/4. I'm 5'3". I don't know what that was about, but overall this was not my best audition. It was not my worst audition. I was number 123. It was on my pants, you couldn't see it, but I was number 123. I don't know how to feel about it. I wouldn't be surprised either way if I did or didn't get this. There were definitely some people that were like really strong dancers and like just overall performers, so we'll see. So the next step is they said that either next week or the week after they're gonna call you in for another round of callback type situation, and if you actually got the job you will know within 4 to 8 weeks, which is a lot of waiting. But the good news about Universal is that they actually tell you whether you got a job or whether you didn't. It's not like just a general waiting game where like you may never hear anything. They're gonna tell you whether or not you did or didn't get it. A couple tips that I learned or whatever from this was I forgot I should not have done a high pony. It wasn't a big problem. Like you can see that, like you can see the top of my head without seeing my ponytail. But in general, at auditions, I forgot that you're not supposed to do high ponytails, because when they take your height, if your ponytail's up too high, you're gonna have to like jiggle it down and be awkward and readjust and stuff. So this wasn't the best idea. It wasn't actually a problem, but the more you know. And then I overheard some people on the way out, they were talking about how they were gonna go immediately after the audition and they were gonna record themselves doing the dance that we learned for the audition, so that in the future they can add it to their portfolio. The next time, like for this Universal audition, they had us submit a dance, you would boom, already have a dance recorded that's actually choreographed by a choreographer and that you've practiced a bunch of times. That was really smart. I'm not actually gonna do that this time. I've already forgotten it, but it was a good idea. The audition was fun. I didn't socialize with too many people when I was there. I was just kind of in my head, in my zone, you know? But it was fun. I think it was a good experience. All auditions are good experiences. But with all that being said, I'd like to thank you so much for watching this Universal audition Get Ready With Me vlog. It's really hot now, so let me take this jacket off. If you have any questions about auditions, whether it be Universal or Disney, I know some things, leave them in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have about what the process is like. But I will be updating on this channel whatever happens with this audition. Good news, bad news, neutral news, we'll see. But again, thank you so much for watching. As always, I will see you in the next one. Toodles!